that?
One more timeouts for you.
Yes. What's that? I'm sorry? He stole some net earlier.
You see Corbin going up, he's right down there.
Hey, Northland basketball fans, just want to let you know that our broadcast of the Alchesay versus Ben Franklin tournament game here at the Cougar Holiday Classic is coming up here in a little bit. Meanwhile, we just reached the end of regulation of the current matchup between the Coolidge Bears and the Thatcher Eagles, and they have ended regulation 46-46. They're going to overtime in this game, and we're going to let you watch it. And I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to put a graphic up there. We're going to put a scoreboard graphic up there so you can watch the end of this game if you'd like. But it's the graphic for the upcoming Ben Franklin Alchesay game. So you see it's 46-46. The left side of your graphic is the home score for the remainder of this game, and the right side is the visitor score. So that 46 will be Coolidge on the left, and on the right, that is Thatcher. And go ahead and watch the end of the game. We won't have any real commentary here for the end of the game, but you can watch the finish as they go to overtime with 4 minutes put on the clock. It is overtime, everybody, in this one between Coolidge and Thatcher. Go ahead and enjoy it.
foul yet? No flag foul yet? Okay.
That is. That's fine. No, that's yours.
Those of you who have just joined us on our live broadcast coverage here from the Cougar Holiday Classic Tournament at Show Low High School. The game that's underway on the floor in front of you is in overtime. Coolidge and Thatcher. And Thatcher is pulling away in this one. They made a big fourth quarter comeback to tie the game at 46 in regulation. And then now here in overtime, they're in front by 12. So that score on the bottom of your screen, that score on the right side is actually Thatcher, not Alchesay. On the left side of your screen, that's Coolidge. And Thatcher is going to win this game here with 15 seconds left in overtime. And then you'll get the warm-ups for the next game. That is Alchesay and Ben Franklin. They are standing by, and we'll have that one underway for you here in a little bit. So enjoy the finish to this game right here. I'm sure Thatcher's going to enjoy it. And then we'll get to our broadcast coverage of Alchesay versus Ben Franklin coming up in just a little bit here from Cholo High School. Stand by, sports fans.
They're doing the best they can. They're doing the best they can. We got 14 and 12.
Broadband and some outstanding sponsoring partners of ours. With a game that is underway, just did get underway a minute and 10 seconds ago, and already the Ben Franklin Chargers have hit on a couple of three-point plays, or three-point shots. And the Alchesay Falcons, just as you come into the action, have... We're going to get the basketball on the first foul of the game on Gabe Ray. Gabe Ray picking up a foul for Ben Franklin as we get underway with our broadcast coverage. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Again, 90 seconds into the game as you get a whistle and a travel and a turnover. The ball is turned over by the Falcons, and we're underway with Northland basketball. Presented by Choice Broadband. There's your head coach. There's Kyle Goklish at the helm for the very impressive Alchesay Falcons. They are 12-4 coming into this game. That includes a 3-1 record in this tournament already. And here's a shot that comes up from the left side. That is no good. Franklin missing that shot, but they're going to get a rebound. And they'll feed it to the corner left side. The Falcons defensively trying to get there, and here's a pull-up in the paint. The shot is up there and no good for Bennett Christensen of Ben Franklin. They get the rebound, and they go right back to work, leading Alchesay 6-2 in this one as we bring you into our coverage of Northland basketball. On the wing right side, a long three is on the way, and that's going to be off the mark. No good for Talon Spear. Spear, a terrific four-sport athlete for Ben Franklin. He's a great basketball player. Coach expects him to be an all-conference basketball player. He was an all-conference football player for Ben Franklin, and Coach says his best sport is baseball. That number 2 out there for Ben Franklin. He's a great baseball. He's even better at baseball than he is other sports. Hey, there's a timeout on the floor. We got to grab a timeout here with 5:26 on the clock and a 6-2 lead for Ben Franklin. Stand by. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Well, you saw the action right there out of the timeout taken by the Falcons. Landon Christensen flying through the paint, rolls it up and good. 3 minutes into this first quarter, 5 minutes or just under that on the clock here in the first period at Show Low High School, the host side of the Cougar Holiday Classic basketball tournament. And already Ben Franklin leads Alchesay in this one, 12-4. 8-2, sorry about that. 8-2, and it's not going to last for long because there's a big shot from the corner, and Micah Yazzie connecting for the Falcons, his first shot of the evening, and Micah makes it a three-point game. Falcons pull to within that mark, 8-5 on your scoreboard there. Ben Franklin in front to the corner, and Spear for a three. That's going to roll off the back iron, no good. Rebounded for the Falcons by Adrian Dassala. And it goes up into the corner. Another shot from that left corner, and it's good again from Micah Yazzie. 2 trips up the floor for that young man right there, Micah. And he makes good on him for the Falcons, who have now tied the game after trailing 8-2, and that timeout taken by Coach Goklish. And it worked just right. It's exactly what Coach was looking for. And he got 2 back-to-back threes, and then all of a sudden he calls timeout again. I don't think he's going to get that timeout, though. And Landon Christensen right there for Ben Franklin on the shot. he gets called, he gets whistled for the flop, as you see that shot go in again for Yazzie. And then watch him again, back-to-back Micah Yazzie threes for the Falcons to tie the game at 8. And now a timeout is granted. It took a while, but Coach Goklish has gotten another timeout, his second timeout early in the game. So 4 minutes into this one, the Falcons have now spent their second timeout. And that last one was certainly a big payoff for Coach as he got his team into gear out of the timeout. They came down, hit the 2 threes. And then a moment ago, there was a whistle on Landon Christensen. He shot a 3, and then he went down, and then he's complained to the official. And I think they were going to let what ended up being a flop call. They called him for flopping. And I think they were going to let it go, but he complained a little too loudly, and I think the official said, okay, well, if that's how it's going to be, we're just going to give you the flop. And they did. And this ball is going to be tipped out on the inbound try for the Falcons, tipped out by Nate Lott. Nate checks into the lineup for Ben Franklin, number 12 right there, and he is going to guard the inbound pass attempt from Adrian Dasala as we get it back and underway here at Show Low High School. The inbound comes into Maxwell Antonio, and he'll get it to Yazzie. This is Micah Yazzie dribbling across. Lost the handles, but Dasala picks him up right there. Drive and contact and a foul. 2 shots on the way for Dasala. And the guy that sends him there for Ben Franklin is Nolan Lott. Nolan picks up his first foul of the game. 2 fouls whistled now in the game on Ben Franklin. And that was apparently a flop warning, a warning on Christensen earlier. It's Dasala at the line and able to connect on that first free throw try. And this one is good. So let me reset the timeouts for you, and you can see the graphic on your screen looks right now. Ben Franklin called the first timeout of the game earlier, and then the Falcons got a timeout a moment ago. So each team has 4 timeouts remaining in the game. And Ben Franklin back to work with the basketball. At the top is Talon Spear right there. Spear's going to get a screen and pull up for the 17-foot jumper that comes up way short. Yazzie the rebound. And into front court, Texas James dribbles across for the Falcons. James to Dasala, and then contact way out near half court. Nate Lott with the body check right there. Nate is going to get called for his first foul of the game for the Chargers. Pretty good crowd tonight here for the Falcons. So we bring you this broadcast of Northland basketball. Alchesay taking on Ben Franklin in the Cougar Holiday Classic basketball tournament at Show Low High School. And the ball way out on top. Micah Truax into the lineup for the Falcons. And now dribbling left side is Maxwell Antonio. He gives it up. Truax again. Antonio in the paint. And he'll lose the handle. And that is taken away Jonathan Hall to Spear. Spear up the floor, and that's going to be a strong finish. He's got the bucket. And he'll get a chance at the line as well. Athletically through the paint. And he draws the contact from Texas James, his first foul of the game. Watch it again. And a good look by our production team. Technical director here for us tonight is Colby Maxwell. The and one for Talon Spear will not go. And the score is 10-9. 10-9. Ben Franklin in front of the Alchesay Falcons. I believe both teams come into the game with 12 wins. If I'm not mistaken, Ben Franklin is 12-1 overall. And the Falcons are 12-4 overall. And that 3 is good for Texas James. And I think even got the contact afterward. No, there's a whistle. It wasn't. Okay, so here's the deal. The shot is good, and then a foul on the Falcons. Trying to battle for position was Carrion Duncan. And Carrion going to get his first foul of the game. He'll check out of the game for Coach Goklish. Also heading to the bench is Maxwell Antonio, let's give you those Falcons on the floor right now. Henry Coley, number 4, is out there at the point on that defense. Micah Yazzie on the floor. Texas James is out there as well as this jumper goes up left side, no good. And coming down with the rebound is Kevin Goodday, number 35. Goodday then tied up for a jump ball, and it looks like Ben Franklin will have possession of the basketball. And rounding out your Falcon 5 on the floor right now is Micah Yazzie of the 2 big 3-point baskets a moment ago for the Falcons. Inbound for Franklin, and a shot from the corner left side is good for Talon Spear. Spear, the guy who delivered the inbound pass. And they ran the play for him in the corner, and he nailed the shot to put his team back in front. Falcons having grabbed their first lead of the game for a moment. And now it's back to a 13-12 Chargers lead over the Falcons. Way out on top, Henry Coley. Coley spins into the paint, dishes, and the reverse lay-in is good for Kevin Goodday. Well executed on what I think was a set play, though. You don't often see the set play with a spin into the paint. And that might have just been great court awareness. Heads up, watch the spin, find your guy. Great pass. And you give that assist to Coley, give the basket to Goodday. And the Falcons are going to get it back on a Franklin turnover under a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Another backdoor cut. Get a little space. The fade away, no good. And a push on Benjamin Franklin. And the guy that delivered the push and got the foul is Nate Lott. That's Nate's second foul now here in the first half. Team foul number 2. That should be team foul number 4. It is. I think. I'm not sure. I've got that as team foul number 4 on Franklin, but no matter. Now the officials are going to come over and have a word. Okay, so we're going back on the previous play. You saw the official come over and say that the foul took place before the shot, so whatever last shot was recorded is now taken off the boards, and this inbound pass for Texas James is going to tip off his fingers out of bounds, and the clock is going again. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a drop pass inside that is tipped by the Falcons, taken away. And the guy that got it was Kevin Goodday. No shot clock. Drive and high off the glass. It's good for Micah Yazzie. What a first quarter for Micah. So he has 8 points in this first quarter to lead the Falcons. Final 10 seconds. Ben Franklin going to shoot a 3. You know they are, right? 4 seconds. Spear throws it back deep. Couldn't get a shot away. He tried to find that corner, tried to get the 3, got it back outside. They couldn't get it from there. And the Falcons take a 16-13 lead over Ben Franklin into the second quarter of this tournament matchup. Stand by. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Welcome back into Northland basketball here, an exclusive presentation of the Sports Zone. And our very first Northland basketball broadcast of the year 2025. Happy New Year, everybody. As we get back to the action, Falcons get it first. They lead by 3. We're back to it. Floyd Simmons right here on the play-by-play call. Texas James in the paint. They're going to call him for a travel. And that'll give Ben Franklin their first second quarter possession of the game. A couple of 12-win teams. Both teams off to a great start here this year. I talked to Coach Goklish about it. And while he's happy about it, he's happy about their start, he also has to say this to me, that they're a very young team and they've got a lot to work on. Here's the ball toward the corner. Back outside the Spear, and it's taken away by Dasila. Up the floor, and he's rejected. Texas James, the last to touch it. Nope. They say it was touched by Ben Franklin. I thought Texas got a hand on it. I'm going to say Jonathan Hall was the last guy to touch it. But right there, watch that great play by Adrian Dasila. And then Spear returns the favor by sending that one back out to the corner. And we may have gotten our first technical foul of the night, and it comes early on in this one. Ben Franklin getting whistled for the tee. Alchesay leading Ben Franklin 16-13. Okay, it was not a technical foul. Maybe you heard the audio there, the official explaining that it was a delay whistled on Ben Franklin, and the first time that they have gotten a delay call, so no foul, just a warning. And the Falcons have the basketball. Micah Truax and Micah Yazzie both on the floor. Now here's a little backdoor cut again, but Ben Franklin going to break it up. Spear comes up with the basketball, and here comes Nate Lott in the front court. You're going to get a pass drop back to him outside. And the backdoor cut is rejected. Defensively, Kevin Gooday making the play for the Falcons defense. Drive, dish, shot, good. Gooday started the whole thing with that defensive play. And now he finishes off 2 minutes into the second quarter. He ends up getting the first points of the quarter for either one of these teams, and the Falcons are in front of Ben Franklin, 18-13. Chargers come into the game with a 12-1 record, and from the elbow right side, Spears' jump shot is good, and he got fouled as well. That was a terrific shot, and the guy that got him was Adrian Dasila. Dasila's first foul of the game. Watch this again, right there. Well, that's Gooday's rejection. And now watch the shot, the quick turn and the pivot, make the shot. And we'll see if Spear can make it a three-point play for the Chargers. Unable, but an offensive rebound. Ethan Sang, number 24, is in the game. And now he's going to get a shot from the corner after getting the rebound, and it's perfect. That's Ethan Sang, everybody, and he knocks down his first shot of the game. Shot attempt, tie the game at 18. Drive, and Spear takes that would-be pass from Henry Coley. Took it right away from him. And then a whistle and a foul. That's going to be whistled on Kevin Gooday. Gooday's first foul of the game. Watch the three go up, and watch the three go in. At halftime, it's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tints halftime report here on our broadcast of Northland basketball. Tried to find the backdoor cut. It wasn't there when Bennett Christensen, number 3, looked for it. On the floor right now, Gabe Ray, number 21, has checked into this Ben Franklin lineup. And high off the glass, no good there. The follow is no good. and it's rebounded by the Falcons. Carrion Duncan had it in his hands for a moment. You see Carrion right there, and we're just going to go with KD for Mr. Duncan. How's that sound? So KD helps get his team possession of the basketball. And the Falcons are back in business. And they'll work on retaking the lead right here. Taking a look right there. I'm looking at Adrian Dossele. He gets the pass. Dossele was kind of working his shoulder maybe, something like that. He looked like he might have got a little dinged up. Offensive foul whistled on Henry Coley right there. Coley used that elbow a little bit and cleared some space, and the official took umbrage with that. Said, not today, mister. 4.5 on the clock here in the second quarter. Texas James back into the Alchesay lineup. So I'm looking at your comments there. Somebody said voice okay or it's just cutting off. Marie Yazzie. Anybody else out there having issues with anybody out there having issues with our broadcast in any way? Let us know. We were having some difficulties a moment ago, and we worked on that. We replaced some equipment to try and fix a problem that we noticed earlier on. And that's why actually we had the late start to the broadcast. Everything was going fine, and then at the last moment there was a problem. You get an offensive foul on the Falcons right there. And the guy that gets whistled is Maxwell Antonio. Max gets his first whistle of the game. And he'll join his team back on defense. Ben Franklin in possession of the basketball. We did have to make some changes. Hopefully everything's going well for you as you watch the broadcast. Wherever you might be watching that broadcast, I do see that comment that says loud and clear, and somebody else says it's fine now. I hope so. Let us know if there's a problem of any kind. And we'll check the live chat every once in a while and see if we can correct any problems you might experience. 18-18. It's been a low-scoring second quarter. We played over half the quarter, and Alchesay has outscored Ben Franklin 5-2 in the period. That's it. This is a whistle on Bennett Christensen, and his first foul of the game for the Chargers. It's a shooting foul, and Dossele at the line. And he's perfect on the first one to break this tie. So the Falcons are 3-1 in the tournament. 2 for 2 at the foul line there on that little opportunity for Dossele. He's got 5 points in the first half. Micah Yazzie leads Alchesay is scoring with 8 points. He scored all 8 of those points, including a couple of three-point baskets. Scored them all it was in a span of just a couple of minutes of the clock. Hit his 2 threes on back-to-back trips down the floor. Alchesay versus Ben Franklin on our broadcast of Northland basketball. This is the Cougar Holiday Classic tournament. Nice backdoor cut. Good feed from Spear. And the shot is good for Tyler Pluid. Pluid into the game now. Tyler wearing jersey number 4 for the Chargers. And he's got his first bucket of the game on that one. Here is a Ben Franklin foul. Talon Spear. Spear with a hand check, and that's Spear's first foul of the game. Kim is asking us, are you doing any broadcasting tomorrow? Yeah, we are doing some broadcasting. There's a turnover. Falcons give it back. Texas a little trouble with the handles right there, and so Ben Franklin takes back over. Tie ball game, 20-20. We will have some coverage tomorrow. It is not definitive yet exactly what we'll be covering, but we think we've got a Sholo girls game in the morning. There's a block shot. Another block. Falcons defensively get a couple of blocks right there. And the ball goes out of bounds to the Chargers. trying to get Gooday back into the game. Kevin Gooday returns to the lineup for the Falcons. Micah Yazzie gets a rest. And the inbound into Talon Spear for Ben Franklin. Talon, attack, and a hand check. And that is whistled on Dossela, his second foul of the game. Adrian was trying to plead his case, say, hey man, this guy, he was pushing off on me, dude. But the official did not. He did not agree with the complaint. So tomorrow, we'll have some coverage, and it's a little iffy on what that coverage is going to look like. We're not entirely sure. Talon Spear at the line right there. 2 shots for Franklin. And you see the first one is off the mark. And going to miss that one as well. Spear is 0 for 4 at the foul line. But he is a baseball player, I hear. Quite a good one at that. The inbound for the Falcons into Dossela. He's going to drop it off to Henry Coley, and Henry brings it across. Between the legs dribble right there over to Texas James, left side. Small guard lineup out there for the Falcons right now. They do have KD back on the floor. And they're going to try to find him on another backdoor cut. And a travel is whistled on Gooday. He's going to give it up. Back to Franklin. Ben Franklin with the basketball and 2:09 remaining till halftime. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report at the break. We will announce toward the end of our game, we'll announce the Sports Zone's player of the game. And then we will have a second game tonight for you. Broadcast doubleheader. The Show Low boys take on Seton Catholic after this game. And that's going to come up a little bit short. Offensive rebound, and the putback is nicely done by Landon Christensen. Landon had a good early start for Chargers team, but then he's been silent for a while, and now he's got 8, make it 7 points in the game. Here's a reach in. We don't call, there's no such thing as reaching, right? But there is a hand check on Adrian Dossela. Going to have to get him off the floor. That's 3 fouls in the game now on Adrian. So Adrian will leave when the officials beckon his replacement. Coach Goklish will bring a couple of Falcons off the bench into the game, and Franklin will try to add to a 2-point lead right here with the guy at the line that needs to hit a foul shot just to kind of get himself going, and he's not going to do it there either. Tough night at the line so far for Talon Spear. It's not going to get better with that try. And that'll skip out, knocked out, they say, by the Chargers. Fluid, the last guy to get a hand on it. And the Falcons, with 92 seconds left in the first half, inbound the basketball. And here they go into front court. We'll have coverage tomorrow. It's not like every game. And some of our coverage tomorrow might be without an announcer. It all depends. I have to get an MRI tomorrow. And so I'm going in for that. That's at 1:30 in the afternoon, and there is coverage around that time. So I cannot be here. And by the way, a whistle a moment ago, and I didn't get that whistle, that foul on the Chargers. This Texas James pulls up, and his three-point try is a little short from the corner. That one will also be off the mark for Antonio. And a push in the corner on Drew Taylor. Taylor with his first foul for the Chargers. And that will send the Falcons to the free throw line. Henry Coley is at the line now. See if Henry can tie it up. Not going to happen. Falcons within one. That score is not correct on your scoreboard right now, just FYI. And that three good for Christensen, Landon Christensen. Burying that shot. They're working on correcting the scoreboard. And they'll have it here in a little bit. It's 25-21. That's the score right now. Ben Franklin in front. Whistle. Whistle and a turnover. Held the ball too long. 23 seconds left for the Chargers, and they've got the Chargers, and they've somewhat sort of corrected the score, but if that jump shot a moment ago for Christensen, if that was do we have that shot, that last jump shot that Christensen made on this end of the floor, number 24? We'll look at that in a moment. If that was a three, then the score should be 25-21. I had it as a three, but maybe the officials whistled that at two. And the score would then be correct there, 24-21. We'll find out at halftime. We'll straighten everything out, I guess. 7 seconds left until half. Left side. And Spears' shot, no good. And there's a foul on Ben Franklin. Yeah, that's a legit foul. It's going to be a complaint. But that is legit. It was a lot of contact. Watch it again. Not that. Let's see here. Watch this again. Okay, that's a miss. Well, that was a make. No, that's not it. That's all right, guys. Free throw is up. Free throw is good for Micah Truax. Closing seconds of the first half here. Now one off the mark. Rebound time expires. We'll find out what the actual score is. I've got 25-21. Or rather 25-22. But it might be 24. It certainly might be accurate. It all depends on whether or not that shot a moment ago for Christensen was a three or a two. As of right now, nobody is complaining from that Ben Franklin bench. They, I guess, agree that it's, well, the officials are talking, the head coach is talking to the officials. We'll find out. We'll find out, and we'll straighten it all out for you at halftime, everybody. Our score here, 24-22. We think Ben Franklin in front of Alchesay. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime is on the way in a moment. Everybody stand by for it. Northland basketball is brought to you by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at ShowLowFord.com.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for two plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for two. Insurance and cash jobs will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for two and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for two with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash Back. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back into our broadcast coverage. Hey Coach, how you doing, man? That's some getting some post-holiday reconnection with some of these great Northland basketball personalities out there, like these Alchesay coaches and others. We bring you back into our halftime breakdown, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime here from the Cougar Holiday Classic basketball tournament. Ben Franklin leading Alchesay 24-22. Well, I may have been just completely wrong about that jump shot that I called, that I thought was a three-point make on the right angle. But here's the thing, and that was for Landon Christensen. Here's the thing, the Alchesay Falcons recorded that as a three-point basket. Okay, because I looked at their book. Now, they're not complaining about the score on the board right there, but they did note that as a three-pointer for Christensen, as did I. And so my book says 25-22, but that's as good as I can. That's as good as I got. Halftime here, the scoreboard says 24-22, and the other thing is that, interestingly enough, Daryl Suber, the head coach of the Sholo boys, who are going to play in the next game tonight, we'll have that coverage coming up, Sholo versus Seton Catholic. He came over and he made sure that everybody kind of in this immediate area, not specifically to us, but all of the people that were kind of standing around, he made sure that people understand that the scoreboard that you're looking at up there when you come to a game, that is strictly a courtesy. That scoreboard is not official in any way, shape, or form. Now, of course, I'm not sure how much of that's even true because the clock has to be official, right? But he says it's a courtesy and that the actual book itself is what matters. And I definitely would agree with that. The book is what matters. So, that being said, how about 24-22? Here at halftime, everybody, Ben Franklin leading Alchesay. Let's look at quickly look at the leading scorers. Landon Christensen has either 10 or 9 in the game. I have him at 10, but it may very well be that he's only got 9 points so far in the game. Talon Spear came on strong, and he's got 7 in the game, including a 3-point make. Also in this one, Drew Taylor has 3 points. Ethan Sang off the bench for Ben Franklin with a 3 in the second quarter, so he's got 3 for the game. And Tyler Pluid with 2 points in this one for Ben Franklin. On the Alchesay ledger, they are led in scoring by Micah Yazzie. 8 points for Micah, a couple of threes made for that young man. Adrian Dossala has 5 points. Kevin Gooday with 4 points. For the Falcons, Texas James has 3 points, and a pair of Falcons with a single point. Henry Coley has 1 point, and Micah Truax with 1 point. So far in the game for the Falcons, our halftime score 24-22. Stand by for the second half in a moment as we wrap up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. We're back with the second half right after this. Stand by.
Around the holidays, it's nice to hear a little jingle. You probably know the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass jingle, and this holiday season, that jingle means holiday cash. Now through Christmas, we're giving away $500 cash each week and $1,000 right before Christmas.
This is the best Christmas ever!
With your insured windshield, you can choose 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters, or choose a $100 gift certificate for window tint. That's a great idea for a present. And everyone's name goes in the hat for weekly winners of $500 cash, and again in the hat for the $1,000 Christmas drawing.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back. Woohoo!
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare right in your backyard. Choose one located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
Well, hi again, everybody. Welcome back to Show Low High School. Hatch Toyota Arena is the name of this place, the home of the Show Low Cougars, and this basketball tournament known as the Cougar Holiday Classic. And the first year of the Cougar Holiday Classic, they have taken over the tournament that used to be played at Blue Ridge High School. And so Show Low now the host site. And, I got to say that, great to see, a lot of great turnout, some quality teams here at the tournament, including these 2 right here. Ben Franklin and Alchesay, and we're back to the action. Alchesay with the opening second half possession. And a steal, and then a whistle. And let's see who that is, because Adrian Dossala has just fouled out of the game. Now I had Dossala with the. So there's some confusion. Coach thinks that's only his 3rd personal foul. It looks like we're having some issues with our live stream, and if we are and you're listening, you're seeing that, I apologize. I wish we could do something about that. So 5 fouls, and Adrian Dossala has fouled out of the game. So coach thought that was his 3rd. But I will say this. I thought that he had 3 total in the first half. And then I saw a book that suggested that he had 4. I saw 2 books that said he had 4. And so I corrected, and now he just committed what is his 5th foul. So he's fouled out of the game. And that's kind of one of those situations you got to make sure you got a guy in foul trouble, and I think the Falcons are going to learn a lesson right there. They're going to have to make sure, have a conversation with the official scorekeeper and get that foul number straightened out to everybody's liking when you got a team a team member in foul trouble in the first half, might be a good idea to go and check in and make sure everybody agrees on what the number is. So lesson learned, right? Falcons, a couple of shot opportunities, and there's one rejected. Good defense by Drew Taylor as he blocked that shot the second time around. And then Texas James, who got his shot blocked, maybe a little frustration in trying to get the ball back, commits a personal foul. And I've got that as Texas's second foul of the game. So the second half is underway. Northland basketball is presented by Choice Broadband and our outstanding sponsoring partners like Sholo Ford. Thank you to Sholo Ford for helping us bring you our unmatched coverage of basketball across Northeast Arizona. We call it Northland basketball. So thank you to Sholo Ford. Thank you to Holbrook Family Dentistry. Holbrook Family Dentistry, serving that Interstate 40 corridor, Holbrook and Winslow and those communities, but also up north, the Navajo Nation. So many of their patients, their customers, are from up north of I-40. And thank you to Holbrook Family Dentistry for working with us to bring you the coverage, and a nice little one-hand push up and into the bucket. Texas James delivers, and the second half is underway. There's Texas. Slow it down, boys. Nice work, and a nice finish right there for the Falcons to get the points on the board. And it is officially 24-24. Texas James. That is an outstanding basketball name right there. And it would be great in a lot of different ways, right? Like an outlaw country name, Texas James, or maybe like a gunfighter in the Old West or something. There's Landon Christensen with the nice little put back for Franklin, and they're going to trap Falcons on the sideline. Henry Coley trapped right there, forcing a timeout as we grab one as well on the broadcast. Stand by, everybody. It's Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Little discussion over here between the officials, and they're talking about the foul totals. And the Falcons are going to have the basketball for an inbound out of the timeout. 5 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. Ben Franklin in front, 26-24. As we get back to the action, Coley has it. Henry going to drive the paint and try to get it over the top to KD. And that is Kieran Duncan. And I did get one of his family members came up to me during halftime and said, hey, you know, we hear on the broadcast some folks are hearing the mispronunciation, so I got it for you, okay? How about Kieran? And how about Landon Christensen? And a big three for Landon right there. As he busts that one, and our score here is 29-24. The largest lead of the game that Franklin has had was 6 points in the first half. They were in front 8-2, and then the Falcons stormed back to tie it, and then they kind of traded punches throughout the rest of the first half. And now back to a 5-point advantage for Ben Franklin here to start the second half. We'll see if the Falcons, with Micah Yazzie at the line, can shrink that a little bit. And they do. Micah's got the shot there. Northland basketball. Presented by Choice Broadband. Alchesay and Ben Franklin in this boys varsity showdown in the tournament. Second try is a little flat and no good there. Rebound. Franklin. Gabe Ray, number 21, out there, grabs the rebound. Talon Spear with the ball right now. He wears jersey number 2. Here's that sharpshooter, Landon Christensen, number 24, in the Ben Franklin lineup. And Landon will let it fly from way downtown. No good there. Tipped around, and it is the Falcons that end up with the basketball. Drew Taylor, number 1, is out there on the floor for Ben Franklin. And the 5th of those Chargers right now in the lineup is number 4, Tyler Pluid. Pluid out there for Ben Franklin. And for the Falcons, working with the basketball, number 15, Maxwell Antonio, gets into a little trouble on the Falcons, in front of the Falcons bench. And the official pointed in the direction for a moment for Ben Franklin, and then now corrects. It will be the Falcons for the inbound. Let's see, checking out of the game is Micah Yazzie and Brett Kosey, number 32, into the lineup, and Brett handling the ball right now. Over to number 1, Texas James, for a shot. No good there. Tipped around, and Kieran Duncan unable to get that rebound. Kieran, number 42, in the Falcons lineup at the moment. Texas James has the steal, and he double clutches at the basket, and he got too far under and lost it. It'll be tipped out of bounds and belong to the Falcons for an inbound. Here comes number 35, Kevin Gooday, into the lineup. He'll replace Duncan. KD goes out, and KG comes in. Also in the Falcons lineup, number 4, Henry Coley. Here is Kosey with the inbound, and he is fouled quickly on the pass catch by Gabe Ray. Gabe's got his second foul of the game. Checking in now for Franklin is Johnny Hall. Falcons going to work. Taylor defensively on Texas James, and he'll drop the pass back to Antonio. Baseline move. Good ace try. No good there. Tapped. And KG's got the rebound. Falcons stay busy with the ball. Inside it goes, and Antonio's called for the travel. And the officials get together and discuss it. Alchesay trying to say that ball was tipped, and so any extra steps were inconsequential. And the officials eventually confer and agree. So the Falcons, they get the basketball back. So that's one of those rare moments where it didn't hurt to complain, but more importantly, the officials did a great job to get together and talk about it. And while Ben Franklin may not agree, the officials, with the good communication, and they overrode the first decision, and the Falcons will have it, and a shot attempt for Antonio, no good. But the Falcons got the opportunity but couldn't cash it in, and there is a foul. Some contact up the floor. The guy that commits the foul is Henry Coley, two in the game on Coley. And the guy that ends up on the ground is Talon Spear right there. Spear hit the ground pretty hard, but he's okay, bouncing up and taking the inbound pass. Left side to Taylor. Drew Taylor will get it back. Spear to Taylor for 3. Oh man, he just got a great release. And that pretty backspin on his shot. And Taylor buries that 3 for Franklin. Watch it again. That was just a textbook jump shot. Antonio into front court. Under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Coley has it taken away by Drew Taylor. Taylor's going to push it up the floor. 3-on-3. Taylor in the paint. Fouled on the way in. 2 shots on the way for Drew Taylor. Falcon fans' disapproval is evident, but we'll take another look in a moment on the replay and see if they have a real argument there. Drew Taylor at the foul line. Drew's got 6 in the game, a pair of threes made so far. Drew will try to add something right here, and he gets the first one. Watch it again. Yeah, there's some definite contact right there. And maybe the fans, maybe what they were suggesting is that it was a travel, not. They may not have been arguing the foul call. And Taylor makes the shot. 9-point advantage for the Chargers, their biggest lead of the game. Texas James, Micah Yazzie, he's going to go around his defender, and he has it knocked out of his hands. Well, that's pretty good defense, really, by Jonathan Hall. John somehow able to avoid contact as he came around, and he disrupted the dribble right there. Taylor, the drive, the no-look pass, and he handcuffed his guy. Hall couldn't get it, so it got pushed back outside to Landon Christensen, who knocks that big three down, forcing the Falcons to take a timeout. Trailing by 12 in this Cougar Holiday Classic tournament. Watch the three go down again for Ben Franklin as we take a timeout. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a two-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Little FYI for you, the timeout graphic on your scoreboard is reversed. We had to make some changes to the scoreboard before the game, and so it's populating the wrong data. Ben Franklin has 4 timeouts. Alchesay has 2 timeouts remaining. And you saw the Franklin turnover. We are under 2 minutes on the clock in the third quarter. A 12-point advantage for the Chargers. Texas James, pull up off the glass, no good. And it is taken down by Christensen for the Chargers. Here they go. Back to work with it. Christensen for 3. And he knocks it down again. He's got 3 threes in the quarter. I had him for 2 threes in the first half, but apparently one of those was not. So he's got approximately 4 threes in the game. Approximately, I say. As that fade away on the baseline is good, and the young man off the bench that just knocked it down is Nolan Lott. Nolan Lott into the Chargers lineup. A timeout taken. We'll take one as well. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Welcome back, Sports Zone Nation. Welcome back to our second half coverage of Game 1 of our broadcast doubleheader tonight here at the Cougar Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament. And there is A straight up steal by Tyler Pluid, and he takes it right up for the Chargers bucket there as we close out this third quarter. Under a minute remaining in the period. And Falcons have fallen flat here in this third quarter. The drive, and that one for Cole is not going to work. It's knocked out of bounds, however, by Ben Franklin. And an inbound on the way for Alchesay. Cole spins and might have got away with a little shuffle of the feet right there. The shot wasn't good anyway. The net result is the same. Benjamin Franklin has the basketball. And they will turn off the shot clock here. We'll see how long Franklin takes to do something with this possession. And a 19-point advantage. Wow, how about this, huh? Ben Franklin has outscored Alchesay 20-3 in this third quarter. And that shot will be no good. Spear missed it. And it goes outside to Tyler Pluid, and Pluid knocks that shot down to make it a 22-point advantage with the fourth quarter on the way. Mercifully, this one ends for Alchesay, and we'll see if they can fix some things in the break. Stand by. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a two-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Back to the action. A pass inside is tipped away by the Falcons defense. Micah Truax initiated the turnover. The Falcons get the basketball and they get things underway in the fourth quarter. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband and some great partners like Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Thank you as well to Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Thank you to Holbrook Family Dentistry. You watch Landon Christensen bury another Ben Franklin three-point basket. They are on fire out there, aren't they? We have doubled the score here now, 50-25. Ben Franklin running away with it in the second half. Thank you as well to, I mentioned Holbrook Family Dentistry. And a big thank you as well to Show Low Ford. Thank you, Show Low Ford, for the sponsoring partnership of the Sports Zone's coverage of basketball all across this part of the state. We call it Northland Basketball, an exclusive brand of the Sports Zone. Texas James working with the ball. Outside to Truax. And he's got to get rid of it. It's Micah Yazzie comes off the screen right side, and the fadeaway is going to roll off there, no good. Falcons had it for a second, collision on the ground, and a foul. Oh, man, I tell you, one of the Falcons got his own guy. I think that's Texas James who was fighting for it. He is going to get called for the foul initially, and then his own guy, Truax, might have got him with the knee there when it was all said and done. Right there, that's where, I mean, he just got him good when he rolled over the top of him right there. Texas with his third foul of the game. He'll get a break. He steps out of the game. 50-25. Ben Franklin cruising right now. At the end of the game, we'll give an announcement. We won't have interviews, but we'll give an announcement. The Sports Zone's player of the game. That's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Falcons fighting to try to get the possession of the ball, and Ben Franklin getting too many second chances right here. That turnaround finally goes in for Jonathan Hall. Just too many opportunities for the Chargers right there, and they are looking terrific. From the elbow, the jump shot is no good off the left side. Antonio missing the shot. Chargers go back to work with the basketball. 6 minutes remaining in regulation. Outside, it's a Lott for a three, and that is no good. No good for Nate Lott. Chargers in prime position to be playing in a semifinal tomorrow. Drive, and that one is tipped away. The shot no good out there for Avery Young. Avery Young, number 23, getting some fourth quarter playing time for the Falcons. Outside, Christensen. Avery tried to stay with him defensively, but he slipped a bit, and that gave an open look to Christensen, but he did not hit the three. A rare miss for Landon Christensen, who's got 23 points in the game. Drive, shot is up there, no good for Yazzie. Tipped by the Falcons defense. KD could not come up with the ball. Christensen from the corner. His shot is no good. And it's brought down by the Falcons with under 5 minutes remaining in reg. Antonio. And a hand check. That is Drew Taylor. Personal foul number 2 on Taylor. And here comes the Ben Franklin bench. Gabe Ray, number 21, is checked in. We've seen him before. Ethan Sang, number 23, getting some floor time again. And Brody Hansen, I believe, is now checked in for his first time for Ben Franklin. Ball outside, tipped around, and that is scooped up by Leonardo Pachuli. There's Leo right there, number 5 for the Falcons. Avery Young on the drive, got a screen, but he missed the shot. The tip is up, and it's good. It was tough to see, but I think that was Pachuli, number 5 there, who was able to get the tip in for the Falcons, who have scored a grand total of 5 points in the second half through 12 minutes of basketball. That's not going to get it done. The reverse layup is no good on the try by Ethan Sang, and then it is tied up. Jump ball. Falcons get the ball halfway through the fourth quarter. At the end of the game, we'll end the broadcast and start a new one for the Sholo Seton Catholic game. Sholo boys versus Seton Catholic. We'll have that game for you right here to see who gets a trip to the semis tomorrow. Lott, the drive, and that might have been blocked by Yazzie, who got the ball, long outlet, and the shot is good for KD. Kieron Duncan. KD trying to play like that other KD. Plays for the Phoenix Suns. 3:15 remaining in regulation. Ben Franklin going to get another couple of guys off the bench in for some fourth quarter action here. Inside it goes. That's Ethan Sang, but he sends it to the corner. And the runner is no good. Sang with the rebound. Shot no good. Rebounded by Antonio. Max's pass up the floor to Young. Couldn't make the shot. The follow is no good for Yazzie. Falcons have been limited in the second half. 7 total points. And a timeout for Ben Franklin. They want to get some of the bench into the game here. We'll take a timeout here as well. 2.5 or thereabouts remaining. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Off the bench, Eli Buchanan, number 13, comes in, and the first time he touches the ball for Ben Franklin, it results in points. And now Ethan Sang on the baseline. He'll go in, and this bench for Ben Franklin is making the most of their scrub time here at the end of the game. Also checking in a moment ago is number 14, Bryce Mousy. Bryce Mousy into this Ben Franklin lineup. There is Buchanan with the steal, and he's got it back. It's just a matter of 94 seconds left to a Ben Franklin victory. They will play in the semis tomorrow. Buchanan drives baseline, stepped out with it. And back to the Falcons here for the final go of it. 57-29. This was a much different game at halftime, wasn't it? That shot is good off the glass. Pachuli, sorry about that, with the shot. So as I mentioned, we will end the broadcast of this game and start a whole new broadcast for the Sholo game coming up. Sholo taking on Seton Catholic. Hey, nice pass. That was a great dish from Avery Young, who gets the assist. And Leonardo Pachuli, I'm saying it like it's an Italian name, aren't I? Leonardo Pachuli with the shot. And then that one right there, I did not see who made that. Who made that shot, you know? That last one? Thank you for that. So it was Nate Lott with that last shot good. Falcons unable. Right there, 20 seconds remaining in regulation. And a bunch of contact. The officials are going to just try to see if we can get through the final seconds of this one. Mercifully let it play out here. Ben Franklin will advance to tomorrow's semifinals. They win this one 59-33. As we also announced the Sports Zone's player of the game. How can you go with anybody but Landon Christensen? Landon with the Sports Zone player of the game. It's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. He is that sharpshooter for the Ben Franklin Chargers. And that's pretty much going to wrap up this one. This game one of our doubleheader tonight. Sholo versus Seton Catholic coming up later on. But in game one, it's Ben Franklin with the convincing victory over the Alchesay Falcons. Alchesay's season record now 12-5. Still a great record at 12-5. But they want to forget about the second half of this game. They played a great first half. As you take a look right there at our player of the game, Landon Christensen. He lit it up today for Ben Franklin. That whole team can shoot the three. And that young man led the way. 23 points in the game for Ben Franklin. 23. I actually have him with 24 points, matching his jersey number, but I'm going to go with 23 because if I do that, it makes my book match via scoreboard 59-33. Ben Franklin over Alchesay. They're warming up for the next game. We're going to stop this broadcast here now, and then we'll start a new one for the next one up. Sholo and Seton Catholic want to thank our broadcast team, led by our producer, Derek Simmons. And our technical director in this one has been Colby Maxwell. On camera for us in this one, Big Sean Ulvestad. And again, that wraps it up for you, everybody. Final score, 59-33. Ben Franklin over Alchesay. For the entire crew, Floyd Simmons saying thank you for joining us. God bless you, everybody. And look for our next broadcast coming up from Sholo High School in this big tournament the Cougar Holiday Classic. All that coming up in just a few moments. So look for our broadcast next on the Sports